Hey YouTube, Gunarley91 here. Welcome to the Gunarley91 Q&A, where I answer questions sent to me by one of my friends and best subscribers on here, Gunarley91. Check out his channel on this stuff. He's really one of the cooler people on YouTube. Anyways, I was just going to do a normal Q&A, but no one else really sent me any questions, and being that he sent me like 2 full messages full of questions, you know, why not make a whole video responding to those? There's some pretty good questions in here. The first one is, you're a storyline writer for Raw, SmackDown, or ECW. Any ideas for each show? I guess I'll start off with my idea for SmackDown. The current thing they've got going here is like a kind of like a 4-way feud between Kozlov, Hardy, Triple H, and the returning Edge over the WWE Championship. Personally, I think the direction they're in right now is okay. I don't really have any solid ideas for the mid-card, but I think they should just kind of keep up what they are doing right now. That direction will suffice for at least a month or two until I would plug in my idea for a feud between Raw and SmackDown. I would have Shane McMahon take over SmackDown. Because someone else on here said, they made a really good point, having Stephanie McMahon and Triple H on the same show is just not a good plan. So a few months later, I'd kind of have them keeping up what they're doing. Then I'd have Stephanie McMahon, who had been in control of Raw all along, which I think she is right now even, feud with Shane McMahon, who would take over, Vicky Guerrero's spot on SmackDown. Maybe they could finish off the feud they have going now with some big finale of, complete heel stuff, and then the board of directors could tell her she was being unjust and Shane could come in and take over. That'd be a pretty cool moment. And then I'd have them kind of feuding over the show subtly until it blossom a few months before Survivor Series '09, and then we'd go into there having a McMahon versus McMahon elimination tag match in the main event. I think that'd be pretty cool. As for ECW, looking at the roster here, most of the guys who were on there, like CM Punk and Evan Bourne, who's actually injured, get well Evan, have pretty much been promoted to the other brands. So I think, for ECW, if they're really going to stick with the full-on televised developmental territory thing, I think that they should have a couple of the guys that are not being utilized so well on the other brands possibly go over to ECW, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe Umaga. If you look on here, I think maybe Mr. Kennedy would be a pretty good fit. Maybe Brian Kendrick or something. If you look at here, maybe like Ryan Braddock or something, Scotty Goldman, a couple guys that debuted on SmackDown we haven't even seen in months, so that might be something for them to do. Possibly Kung Fu Naki could be kind of funny, jobbing once in a while on there, since that is actually a better gimmick for him than just plain old bland Funaki. As for guys that should come over from Raw, I would probably go with maybe D'Lo Brown would be a good idea on there. Some of the mid-carders who really haven't done a whole lot. I think it'd be great to see them go over to ECW. Jamie Noble, who else on here? Oh, like the Edgeheads, Hawkins and Ryder. I think they'd be perfect for ECW. Personally, maybe more frequent appearances by Jesse and Festus, kind of do a thing like Miz and Morrison, appear on most shows. Since I think no one would really have a problem saying that Miz and Morrison are the best regularly appearing tag team in WWE right now. Possibly some more appearances from Rey Mysterio or something, Santino. Just kind of people like that, go to ECW who aren't really being used too well on the other shows. That'd be my plan for them. The next one, wow, I spent a lot of time on that one question. Sorry, it's kind of a broad question though. Anyways, the next question is concerning TNA. It says, for TNA, the front line have recently acquired Team 3D. What team do you think the main event Mafia should have to counter TNA, face or heels? Okay, well, let's punch in TNA roster on Wikipedia. Give me a better idea of who is not in a stable that would, have well to work with for them. Possibly, I think it would be cool to see maybe Abyss go on there. Oh, wait, no, that's a horrible idea. Forget that. Okay, look. Who should? Well, I'm looking. Sorry for the pause, folks. you know, possibly some sort of relation with beer money, I think would be a very good idea, because they are kind of, you know, in the position where they could become main eventers in the near future, headline a few throwaway pay-per-views. I think that they should actually get beer money as the tag team to counter Team 3D. I think that they fit right perfectly into the main event Mafia persona. Okay. The next question is, do you think Kong would make a good addition to the main event Mafia? Personally, this doesn't really seem like it's the best way for the knockouts to go. I think that it was okay for like ODB, but I think Kong on a tag team isn't really the best idea. I mean, she's really got her own mini stable going. She has Raisha Saeed and Raka Khan now that Scott Steiner's moved on to bigger and better things. So personally, I think maybe she could assimilate a couple more knockouts turned heel into her stable, but I don't really think she would make a good addition to the main event Mafia. Looking at the time, I may have to do a volume 2 on this, which I have no problem with. Okay, third question, or third or fourth question. On ECW, do you think they should have ECW tag titles with the new talent coming in, or perhaps the ECW Cruiserweight or Light Heavyweight Championship? That actually sounds like a very good idea to me. Personally, I think since, you know, the Cruiserweight title has gone away, if they were to do it, I said, and get some of the guys like R-Truth or Rey Mysterio or Evan Bourne, really, because he's on Raw more nowadays, to go on to there and, you know, make a show out of it. You know, get some more lightweights on there, like D'Lo Brown and stuff. I think an ECW lightweight title would be a perfect idea, and props to you, my man, for thinking up that one. Okay, next up, name some superstars on WWE that should be cut. Well, you know, the ones that are just sucking. Those are his words. Personally, I think Dolph Ziggler, who is Nick Nemeth from the Spirit Squad. Oh, wait, no, that's not Nick from the Spirit Squad, but Dolph Ziggler. I think he should be cut because he got suspended before he even debuted. Probably, I think Hacksaw Jim Duggan's time has come. You know, let him move on or go behind the scenes now. Who else? Going to SmackDown. Well, where is he? I think they should probably cut Ryan Braddock if they're not going to move him off of SmackDown. Possibly Charlie Haas some point within the near future. I don't know. I'm just trying to think in terms of people who WWE would actually cut, because, you know, I wouldn't want to see any of these guys really lose their jobs. Who else? Possibly Natalya. Not that she's not WWE worthy, but she really could do better somewhere else than WWE, because they've been misusing her severely. Who else? Who else is on here? God, ECW's gotten some pretty gay new talents on here. I would say release Jack Swagger without a question. Who the hell is DJ Gabriel? Oh wait, he's actually pretty good. I've seen him before. And maybe the no, not the Boogeyman, but yeah. So those are who I think should get released from WWE at this point, at least. Ryan Braddock and a couple other guys conditionally if they're not going to use them any better than they are now. Okay, next up. If I was a wrestler, what would be my submission hold, or what would be my finisher? Submission hold or a full-on move? I would probably have to go with, if I was going to go with a full-on move, I would probably say like the Steiner screwdriver, or perhaps, you know, like TKO or some sort of like suplex transition into a sit-out spine buster like Lance Cade did. I don't know. Or probably like the derailer like Albert did a couple years ago. You know, like the finisher he has in No Mercy. You know, like the double-armed lift sit-out choke bomb. I think that'd probably go well for me. Ooh. Okay, well, get ready for a Volume 2. Thank you for all the questions, guys, and I'm going to be straight back on here with Volume 2 of the Gunarley Q&A. Got a couple more questions to go, and hopefully maybe someone will send me some more in the meantime. Peace out, everyone. I'll be right back.